Welcome back, guys.
Who's ready to talk about some feelings? Whoa. I won't sing for you guys.
So let's put this in perspective, shall
Step
we?
2.
Yeah. If your thoughts are where you are on the map, your feelings are where you want to go.
Your feelings can tell you so many things.
Right.
Right? So here's the thing with feelings. Many of us may be very out of touch with what we even feel. I know for me, in the beginning of my healing journey, if someone asked me how I felt, and I believe I have included the link to this little tool in your module, a whole little sheet of faces with feelings. I used to have to refer to said faces to be like, I'm feeling this is what I'm feeling, this face, this one.
Nice.
Because I was that out of touch. I didn't know how I felt, because that's when you live for 32 years suppressing your feelings under concrete, you can get very out of touch with that. So guys, this is really a chance for you to start getting in touch with how you feel, because how you feel is telling you where you want to go. It's telling you what's okay in your life, what's not okay in your life.
Yeah.
So much can be used by harnessing and connecting with your feelings.
And we tend to disconnect what we're feeling from what we're thinking from our real life. And that disconnection, that creates a lot of difficulty for us. That creates that not quite right feeling that eats away at us from the inside as we get older. It creates all kinds of problems like addiction and depression and, you know, these symptoms of that disconnection.
It's so on point, right? So another thing I want to make mention of straight away, we said it at the end of your step 1 video, your thoughts are not facts. Your feelings are not facts either.
Right.
And the problem in the world today is that so many people don't know how to deal with feelings. And don't get us wrong, we're not going to get too much into emotionals, because month 3 is all about emotional mastery. But we want you guys to get enough in touch with your feelings to realize that they are powerful when you stop fearing them.
Right.
So again, realizing that your feelings are not facts. Your feelings are merely an indication of, you know, what's going on, how you're responding to life. So the best thing you can do here is get really honest about those feelings.
Yeah, so thoughts and feelings are a two-way street. With your feelings, they don't really have any impact on you unless you think something about them. So if you have this feeling that's bubbling up and you're in fear of it, your mind is telling you, if this feeling is allowed to express itself, I'm going to lose control. I'm going to lose my shit and life is going to go bad and I'm going to die. If that's what your mind is telling you about a feeling, then that feeling has a lot of weight.
You're going to resist it at all costs because you have this aversion. You feel some type of way about a feeling.
Exactly.
And the same thing goes to the opposite of our thoughts. So it's not the thought that is the problem. It's the feeling that arises in place of the thought. So if I have a thought and I see, oh, okay, there's a dog walking over there, and I have the thought, I realize there's a dog over there. All of a sudden, this massive fear response kicks up at the thought of a dog. Now I'm spiraling downhill, I'm creating anxiety, and I'm bringing myself into a panic attack.
Right.
Now, neither one of those things had to happen if I was able to step back, take a breath, realize that what I'm thinking and what I'm feeling don't necessarily have to do anything. Did you guys even know that you can have a thought and just be like, thanks, thought. I'm not even going to respond to that. That you can have a feeling and be like, oh, hey, anger, thanks for popping up your head. I'm good. We're not going to engage right now, but thank you. Did you know that?
So we're also going to touch on, and this is something as part of what you will start to discover within yourself as you become aware of what you're feeling and what you're thinking, as you delve deeper into these areas. There is a big difference between the emotion of something and the state of something.
Oh, yes.
So you can have the emotion of happiness, which is generally triggered from something outside of you. It is an external trigger. Many people seek the emotion of happiness. When you acquire the state of happiness, it is an internal thing. It is not dependent upon what's happening outside of you. And so you can temporarily go and visit another emotion, but that doesn't mean you change states.
You don't build your foundation and live there.
Exactly. Just because you are visiting anger, just because you are visiting jealousy, just because you are visiting depression, whatever the case may be, it doesn't mean that you have sold your house in the state of happiness and now you've moved to that state.
That's right. Have you guys ever seen people in life? I'm sure you all know somebody who has just sort of a general air of contentment and happiness surrounding them. And that no matter sort of what comes up in life, it could be messy, it could be chaotic, it could be grief, they display their emotions and they don't seem to get just overtaken and overwrought regardless of what happens. They just sort of walk through it with grace. That's what we're talking about when you live in the state of happiness. It's not to say that something may not present and it brings up some sadness and I cry, but I don't live there. I don't have to have a whole, meltdown about it. So what we really want to bring your attention to in this step is the feelings that are coming up for you at various points in your life. So how are you feeling when you're at work? How are you feeling when you're around your family?
Exactly.
How are you feeling just in life in general?
And so remember this as you work through what you are feeling about any given thing. You've got two ends of the spectrum. At one end is completely shut down, not displaying any emotion at all. At the other end is completely unchecked, blatant, overt emotion. Both of those are unhealthy.
Right. Balance.
We're finding a road somewhere in the middle. We're allowed to express and display our emotions. We are allowed to feel what we are feeling at any given point. But we need to start working at taking responsibility for that too.
Not throwing ourselves down in the middle of the street to have a temper tantrum
Right,
at
we're
the
not
age
5.
of 32. We're not going to walk into our office at work and throw ourselves on the floor and have a ranting, raging temper tantrum or start raging at people or whatever it is, right? Have a big jealous, ugly bitterness attack over somebody else getting a promotion, whatever it might be.
Right.
So it's really about bringing your awareness to where you are at in your life. Are you present or are you constantly living in like remorse and guilt and shame and regret of the past? Or are you over here living in anxiety and future tripping? Because the emotions that those bring up and the thought process that come with those feelings. So step 1 and 2 works very closely together to paint you guys a really big picture of your current landscape.
Thoughts and feelings work together.
So again, being as honest as you possibly can as you work through this stuff. And we've given you guys some prompts and some questions to look at how you feel during various activities and elements of your life. But hey, if you're inspired, you don't have to stop there. You can go as deeply as you guys want to go.
Just remember to have fun with it.
Always. It's not that serious. Your feelings are not facts. And your feelings cannot kill you. I promise. I know that it feels like...
But did you die?
It feels like you're going to die sometimes, and your head is in there screaming, no, don't visit that feeling. If you visited that feeling, oh my God, you're going to die. But I promise you guys,
no.
This is where you get to take the leap, trust, jump off the cliff, and trust that you're going to spread your wings.
Exactly that. So have fun, and we look forward to seeing you in the next module.
We'll see you.